Hi, everybody. I'm on just a little bit early. I'm going to turn this music off for a few seconds so we can wait for people to join us. Anyway, this live is going to be about Clint Parker and his role
I
in
remember
the
down
death
in
plan.
Mississippi,
I'm also going to talk about
they pick cotton
some of the
in the
things
sun.
that have
And I'd
been
sing with the black
new
folks
developments on this page that I want to
when the
talk to
day
you about,
was done.
and another page that I want to
And
talk
I
to you about.
dreamed even then
I'll wait till some
that
people
the
join
world
us,
would be my
and then
stage.
we will get on.
And someday my shoes would shake loose the Mississippi clay. And we moved on
Hi, how are you
up to
today?
Memphis, just trying to survive. I cut a record for
Just
my
waiting for a couple
mama,
more people to join
and
us, and then we will
almost overnight,
chat for a little bit,
the
and I will
colonel
do a
signed me
little
up.
live stream
I was
on the
living
Coronel
out
tonight.
my dream. My mama was so proud when you called me the king. Down in Mississippi, I play my guitar, sing my rock and roll songs, and dream I'd be a star. I went from down in Mississippi to Nashville, Tennessee. But my shoes never should lose the Mississippi clay.
Hi, everybody. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come on. In the meantime, I'm just letting you know I had set up and I finally got approved. Hi, Mary. How are you tonight? I am doing very well. I got approved to do what they call the super chat and the stickers type of thing. So the super chat is, I guess, a way that you can purchase stickers and so on to make your, I think your chat more, what do you call it? Premiere, I think, or whatever it's called. Anyway, I think if you purchase those stickers, the money comes to me, and I am going to buy. If I make any money on this, I need to buy some new equipment. Actually, music licensing for my videos, so I can play Elvis music on the videos. Because I would like to do two new videos dealing with the clues in Elvis's songs, and I'd like to do that without having a copyright strike here on YouTube and on Facebook. So, looking forward to that. And a couple other things I was going to do for the channel. I'm kind of waiting for a few more people to join us. I'm sure they will. If not, everyone can watch the recording. A couple other things that eventually like to raise money for would be like a video editing program upgrade, and of course a StreamYard upgrade to make this picture better. But in order to do that, I have to raise some funds. So anyway, so there are super chat and stickers available. Anybody who wants to, and you will get a shout out if you do it. And a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. I'm at 880 subscribers on this channel. I'm very psyched about that. We got another 120 more to go. Then I hit 1,000 subscribers, and at that time, I'm going to have a big thank you party, and we'll have a little countdown of our favorite Elvis after 1977 music. So I'm looking forward to that. So, anybody who does not subscribe to the channel, please subscribe. Also have uh, 589 followers on Facebook's ETMIA18357. And if I get to 1,000 on that, I will do the same thing. I'll be running a little bit of little parties. Anyway, so um, I do run another channel on YouTube. I've run it for a long time. It's called Joy Filled Life. It's kind of the sister to the Joy Filled Life on Facebook. Have I done anything on Lisa's book yet? Good question. Okay, Well, I haven't read Lisa's book. Number one, I'm gonna get this out of here so I can read. And all right, I haven't read Lisa's book yet, but I've heard stories about it. I've watched the Oprah Winfrey show. There is a video. I think it is on this channel and on Facebook, the group, and on ETMIA. It was originally a live stream on Facebook. It was what the family and friends have told us, and there's a bunch of audio or video clips of Lisa Marie stumbling, changing, like trying to change the subject, clearing her throat, uh, talking about her parents in the present tense, things like that. Then there are some other flub ups from Priscilla and one from Riley. And yeah, so I did cover a little bit of Lisa Marie. I know that she did not say anything about Elvis being alive in her book. I knew it. I called it already. And the reason why is because EP does not want anyone to know. All right. Okay. Because they don't want to be known as liars. All right. So anybody who's joining us late can catch up at the beginning. I'm not going to repeat myself again because it would be a nightmare. But anyway, all right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, just for a little while, the Colonel and being the mastermind in the plan. Now, I had originally was going to clip the original video of this that I had done like 2 or 3, 4 months ago, around there. Hi, Sandy. How are you tonight? All right. Um, but I didn't have time to do it, and I've been a little busy on my personal YouTube channel called Joy Filled Life. So if anybody is interested in um, what I do other than spread the news about Elvis being alive, is I do run a channel called Joy Filled Life here on YouTube. I do basically share my faith, and I share things that I do, um, door dashing and driving around and things like that. So it's a little bit different, and some other interests like family history videos and a couple shorts here and there. Things that I do in my everyday life, because my life is filled with joy. So that's my second channel. So this one is doing very well, and I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. Okay. All right. Yeah, good, good. Door dashing. Wow. Yeah, I've been door dashing since the beginning of the year. I used to work at McDonald's. That was a long time ago, and I hated it. So I really enjoy it. So you will see some videos, not really about door dashing, but when I'm out on my dash, you might see some videos about me finding some very pretty landscaping, especially this time of year, or very pretty um, leaves and trees and rivers and all kinds of things. Very beautiful out there right now. And not everybody can travel up to New England and see our beautiful trees and mountains and rivers and streams. Hi, Francis. How are you today? Okay. So I didn't you since you were joining late, I'm just gonna repeat what I said. All right. So I finally got approved to do what they call super chats and stickers. So I guess that's a way of YouTube raising money for their creators. And it's a fun way for you guys, those are the subscribers, to get a special perks or something like that when you leave, like you buy a sticker, it kind of light colors up, and I've seen that on a couple of the live streams I've looked at. So I got approved for that. So what happens is when you guys buy a sticker or become a super chatter or whatever they call it. That money comes to me, a certain portion of it, and I'm going to use that money to get better live stream equipment because this one is so blurry at times. It will be better. Um, or a music license so I can play Elvis music on YouTube or Orion music on YouTube or something because sometimes you have to purchase those licenses in order to get permission to play that music. That's why I've been using Spelling on the Stone because I'm not getting that. A lot of them aren't copyrighted. So I deal with copyright a lot. And it's annoying because when you want to do, like, say, you want to do comparisons or you want to do like an Orion song, you have to get permission or a license to play it on YouTube, or they give you a strike and you have to take it down. So it's expensive. I've looked it up. I was like, wow. And I'm almost monetized, which will be nice too. I had to be 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. I'm not sure if I can monetize this channel because I do use a lot of clips from movies and videos and things like that. But my joy-filled life, I could probably monetize, but that will take a while. And that has a small amount of followers. So anybody who's interested in finding out what I like to do, my other my life outside of Elvis, that's where you can find me. And same thing on Facebook as well. In my Facebook profile, I have this one. That's my profile. And this is the Joy-Filled Life Facebook page. And the one on YouTube is the same. And it usually carries about the same videos or same information. Okay. Now, when was I? Oh, yeah, I was doing comments. And I'm going to just read these comments and then maybe I will get to what I was going to do and cover a little of the Colonel. Just a little bit. Because I've already covered the Colonel before, but we're going to enter into the part of the book where she actually talks about the Colonel and his role in her book being taken off the shelves. I think we started that the other day, and we're going to be back on Saturday to do that one. Doing well, Joy. Thank you. How are you? I am doing very well. Not sick or nothing. Yay! I've been watching. It's beautiful. Love this time of year. Glad you are doing good. Yes. Yes, thank you. And I have another video coming out on Joy-Filled Life as well. I have another one. I actually got to stop at the Merrimack River up here, and the reflection of the leaves, and the trees actually had more leaves on this river here. So I got some good footage of that. So if I have time tonight, I'll put it together. If not, I'll put it together tomorrow and put it on Joy-Filled Life. All right. Hi, Joy. I've been trying to reply. You are away to chat, but my replies kept getting deleted. Really? I really don't know, SK. I really don't know why you keep getting deleted. I have no idea. I don't have anything like on my like on my comments or anything that I know of. Wow. Hmm. I will check that out, but I don't think I have any like filters or anything on my comments. I've been keeping all comments except for ones that maybe are like, have swears in them or something like that, like that type of thing, or not again, not up to community standards. But yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, now you got me on chat. I got your replies. Elvis music all the way. Yes. Well, see, I would like to read you the video I did on Fairy Tale. What I would like to do is put music in that video, but I can't because of copyright. So, yeah. And I think you have to apply for a license to play it. I get permission to play certain songs, and you have to pay a fee. as well, and you have to go through Sony to do it. So, yeah, it's a little expensive. A request to follow you on X is still pending. Okay, I haven't been on X yet, SK. That's probably why. I will check it when I get off. I'm not on X that often, so I will look. I did send something for Linda there because I found her address and I messaged her there. Um, Someone asked me a question on Facebook, and I really didn't know how to answer that or approach that issue. So I'm not going to talk about it here, but yeah, I'm going to see what she says. And I will accept your request, SK, and we can chat there because they do have a chat room, like a message room there. So we can chat there if you want. But yes, I'll go on there after I'm done this. I'll go right on and I'll accept you in, okay? Or follow you there. Okay. Because I have two profiles there too, one for this page and one for my personal use. Actually, I might have two for my personal use, but I never used one of them. Maybe I forgot my logins or something. Sounds good. Thanks. X was the only one of the 3 platforms I'm on that you mentioned. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I asked you if we wanted to chat there because it's easier than chatting here. For some reason, there's no like chat rooms for you for YouTube. Maybe we should all suggest that to YouTube that they come out with some like chat rooms like they do with Facebook Messenger. You know, there's WhatsApp and there's X. They all have messengers and stuff. All right. So I had covered this before. I'm just going to cover this a little bit so we have some type of thing to talk about Elvis being alive. The Colonel. Because I think on the Is Elvis Alive book, they're going to be talking more about the Colonel. I will get to the rest of the comments after. So in his book, The Truth About Elvis, Aaron Presley, in his own words, I'm not sure where my book went. I think it dropped somewhere. Oh, anyway, I had it. Oh, I don't know where it is. It says the Colonel was the mastermind, and they left so many clues for people to find out. There was musical clues, like in Fairy Tale, My Way, and there was a couple other ones that are on Linda's site. The jumpsuit clue that had the sundial. I think I might have a reel on that on Facebook and here, but the one here, the short here, isn't as nice. The headstone, the name on the stone, and there's phrases and hints and there's conversations. Now I had covered that in a reel as well. A body switch conversations, the conversations with Larry Geller, his book, a conversation he had with Kathy Westmoreland. All right, so and they ordered a wax dummy, and of course, Jesse said that he was obsessed with the wax dummy and had it commissioned. He planned in 1974, but he wanted to do it in 76, chickened out, and then did it in 77. And he said he took an injection that made him appear dead. All right. But he also told Linda about the Colonel. He kind of stayed a very close relationship with the Colonel. Even though the Colonel took 50% of his proceeds and kind of gambled away all the money and got him in a little bit of trouble and in Vegas with his gambling habit and everything. I remember somewhere in that movie, Elvis movie, 2022, I believe, he said, and I think it was when they were touring the hayrides on the movie, he said, the Colonel said to Elvis, "When you want an out, I will give you an out." And I remember that distinctly. I can't find the clip anywhere on YouTube. I don't know if anyone had the DVD and could clip that. That would be great. But I don't have the DVD, unfortunately. I should probably buy it or order it online somewhere and clip it so I could have it. But anyway, it's hard to clip from movies anyway. So Yeah. And then Linda also mentioned on her site that Jesse told her that the colonel was sick and on his deathbed, and he told her that the colonel died before the news got the news. So he was in contact with the colonel. All right. So I wanted to go over that with you because in the book Is Elvis Alive, we will be covering that very, very soon. If not this chapter, probably 2 chapters from now, we will be going more in depth about the colonel. And I wanted to cover something while I was here on live stream other than just chatting because, you know, um, yeah. So I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to add this movie on. It's a clip from the movie Elvis Found Alive. Jesse had admitted to using his voice in it. Remember, it's half fiction and half truth. But this information is in the book Is Elvis Alive in a couple more chapters from now. So I'm going to just play this for a minute and then I will attack those um comments here.
Crime syndicate. Since I got back from the Army, my career was kind of a living death anyway. And the Colonel said it was a great move, public relations-wise. That it'd be a great way to make money off the fans. You see, the Colonel couldn't control me anymore in life. I was sick of him. I was more valuable to him dead.
Elvis Presley's body lies.
Was it part of the plan to have a public viewing of the body the day after?
No, it wasn't. As soon as my so-called death was announced, Colonel Parker got a call from Paul Castellano, who screamed at him, "This is bullshit." The Colonel got scared and insisted on an open casket to prove I had...
Fans of Elvis Presley maintained that his longtime manager, Colonel Tom Parker, took advantage of him financially.
The Colonel once said, "Elvis takes 50% of everything I earn." Why did he get a 50% management fee when the industry standard was only 15%?
Tom Parker was an egotistical, obnoxious old carny huckster. He treated me like a carnival show, making money off me to feed his gambling habit.
Parker does not let Presley talk to newsmen. He said he himself would do an interview for just $25,000.
He did not care for me as a human being. As a carny, he viewed people as suckers, only for what he could get out of them. The Colonel is the most overrated person in the history of show business. But there's more to him. I'd wanted to tour Europe, especially to Germany, to repay the people for their hospitality. And there were offers, even $10 million to sing in Egypt at the pyramids. But the Colonel always said no. So I figured he must have a secret far worse than being an illegal resident. I mean, he was friends with Lyndon Johnson. He could have fixed it with one phone call. I had studied about psychopaths working at the FBI, and it reminded me of the Colonel's Jekyll and Hyde personality. He was kind and cruel, stingy and generous, reckless and conservative. And the Colonel didn't have an empathetic bone in his body. So I pulled the Colonel's U.S. Army records and found out he was discharged for being a psychopath. That's how we classify murderers. Then I read about an unsolved murder in his hometown of Breda in Holland. A 23-year-old woman named Anna van den Eden was beat to death in her kitchen on May 17, 1929. That evening, Andreas Cornelius van Kook, that's the Colonel, jumped onto a ship for America without saying goodbye to his family or taking any money, any clothes or ID. And that's why he spent his life denying his family in his home country. And I ended up paying the price.
All right, so she's going to cover that. I mean, it's pretty accurate between Is Elvis Alive and this account of the Colonel himself. And you will notice when we do cover it more that if he could kill somebody or beat up that woman or whatever it was and jump ship, no ID, no nothing, and make a new identity here, that he could do the same for Elvis. So, yeah. All right. All right. As far as I know, the last update I had from Linda on Jesse Elvis was he called her. He had a rough week last week. I'm not sure exactly what because he didn't give her that information, but there was a lot going on last week. I know, let's see. Sissy Houston, I think that's her name. Chrissy Houston. Whitney Houston's mother died that week, I think. And she was part of the name of the band is the Sweet Inspirations. There we go. And toured with Elvis in the 70s. So then the hurricane happened and the book came out. So it could have been a mixture of all those emotions. But he's doing well. That's what she said, or sounded well. All right. I hope that helps. If there's more chance, I didn't check today, but I did check yesterday. I think that was the latest. All right. Hi, barked. Borked. Sorry. I like jokes about people from Africa the best. Okay. I don't really joke about people, but anyway. If Linda is in bad shape, as I'm hearing, why not get her to have to get in contact with Jesse so you can carry on where she left off? Jesse probably doesn't have much time left. As far as I know, she's doing pretty good at the moment. I mean, she does have her issues, but she is his voice. He calls her, she doesn't call him. I know she's threatened to close down her site a couple times, and he told her no. He urged her no. Yeah. I don't think she wants me to. I don't know if that helps you. I don't think I would want to either. They're big shoes to fill. And she's got a lot of information on her site, so. All right, SK. You can tell many of the words in that film were patched together to say that the director wanted. Yep. Jesse says he spoke into a teleprompter. A lot of what is said about Colonel Parker, it seems doctored. Exactly, because I think in Linda's site, she had stated that they were close and they had a loving relationship, almost like a father-son relationship. Kept in touch with one another, actually loved each other. Um, you know, after 1977 and before, and I think they had great respect for one another. I'm sure that he cringed when he was saying those things about the colonel because I'm sure that they are not true. From what I read on Linda's site, they had a very loving relationship. He was kind of like a father figure. I mean, obviously Vernon was gone after 1979, so who did he have to lean on to be like a father figure? Kind of, you know. From what I understand, they loved each other a lot. I mean, yeah, he had his minutes of sticking it to Jesse when he was Elvis. Obviously, he didn't have his contract anymore. RCA wasn't making any money, all that kind of thing. Colonel was a lot greater man than the world has been allowed to see. Yes, I'm gonna say that. Like I said, I agree with the depiction and understand that yes, he had minutes, but so does everybody else, you know. But me personally, from what I understand, they had a great relationship. I think there is a book out. I haven't read it yet though, about the Colonel and Elvis. They made a team. And he said it was like he said in his letter to Linda, that it was half fiction and half fact. But it's just hard to figure out what's fact and what's fiction. We know there's two things that are wrong in that alone. Okay. One is that he was never planning to come back out. That was one. And the other one was, it just escaped me. And I can't remember now. Lost my train of thought. It'll come back. Elvis and the Colonel is the most wonderful book. Yes, Elvis and the Colonel. Yes. I'm not quite sure. Is that the one that's written by the Colonel's son? I think so. My friend told me about that book. She said it was very good. Anyway. Wasn't coming back out, and there was one other thing. Can't remember now. Oh, that he was in witness protection, which he is not. That was the other one. And his view on the Colonel. Okay. Anybody else for comments, or are we done? Okay. All right. Right. Okay. So anybody who wants to read and get information about Elvis and the Colonel, that's a great book to read. By Greg McDonald and Marshall Terrell. Do you think he knows about what is in Lisa Marie's book yet? I'm going to say he did read it. I'm going to say that. I'll be surprised if he didn't read it. Who knows? Maybe he even had a hand in helping write it. Who knows? We don't know anything. I don't know. I don't, like I said, they haven't mentioned anything. Linda hasn't mentioned anything either about reading it or anything, so. I mean, she kind of promoted it on her site, but that was it. She didn't really I don't know, she hasn't really wrote anything about it yet. Okay. All right. So this was just a simple little update and a little tiny online, because I felt like going online today. But I really didn't want to do Is Elvis Alive yet, because I don't know. I wanted to save that for Saturday. And I'm usually on usually I do Facebook on Thursday, but I decided to do YouTube this week instead. Okay. All right. So any other comments or questions or anything? All right. Now I'm gonna finish. Now I know this song, people are saying one or the other. Doesn't matter to me. It's still a great song. So I'm just gonna finish off with this. And I'll bid you guys good night, and I'll see you Saturday night here at 8 o'clock, where I'm gonna do the next half of the other chapter. And Is Elvis Alive? All right.
One day I was no longer a kid in a Cadillac, just an old.
I'll be on Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because Sundays I've been kind of busy with church lately, so.
Rock and roller, tired of coming back. I was a prisoner of my fame. And when my mama died, the Lord seemed to say to me, you need to change your life. But I was much too big to just turn my back and leave. So I changed the way I look. Now no one knows me. Everybody in the world believes king is gone, but I'm down in Mississippi, and it's good to be back home. Down in Mississippi, not far from Tupelo, beneath a magnolia tree and an old dusty road. Oh, I sing and play my guitar, sitting in the shade. Oh, my blue suede shoes are home at last in this Mississippi clay. You know I sure do miss you folks. Until we meet again. Adios.
Adios. Good night, everybody. SK. Are you SK? I'm just gonna accept everybody on here because I'm not sure who you are, where you are on here. You're welcome. Oh, okay. So you're a Bob Joyce fan, huh? That's cool. I am too. I love Bob Joyce. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Um, I will send you a message on X in a few minutes. I want your humble opinion about something. Um, so or your critique about something. All right. We'll talk there. It's a little more private. All right, guys. He's cool as himself, but he's sure not Elvis. True. He doesn't sound anything like Elvis to me either, or it looks like Elvis, or whatever. Yeah. It's pretty sad people do that, but okay. Like I said, I'll talk to you when we get on. I'm gonna go on X right now and talk to you. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if he's still in Mississippi. I don't know. I heard he's all over the place. I really don't know where he is, honestly. I know he moves around a lot. I'm not sure at his age. I'm not sure. I know he has some homes, but you know. All right, good. Okay, I'll see you later, SK. I'll talk to you later. All right. Okay, now I'm heading off, signing off. Good night, everybody. I'll see you Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And maybe I might post something else. Nah, I'm going on Joy Filled Life later to post that beautiful scenery I saw today. It was really nice. All right, goodbye.